I don't like liars or murderers. I especially despise bandits, about as much as the Thalmor. This person strung me along, meaning they lied to me about their motive and who they were, making me think their kidnapped love was now a slave, and I was helping a good man get her back. To then use me to get inside the slaver's home in order to find a thief to execute him, well, that's just not something I could stand by and accept. So Vardath got what was coming to him. At the least, I freed a few slaves and killed their slavers. It seemed to be a Dunmer operation, and they were holding it in the heart of Skyrim of all places. Here I thought slavery had ended centuries ago. Talos didn't stand for it, and neither shall I. None of the races of man would, since we used to be slaves to the Mer back in the Merethic era. Or at least those Cyrodiils were, before they threw off their chains and fought back. Slavery is an affront to everything we are. It must end by the sword whenever encountered. It is the reason why we have an empire to begin with, since Saint Alessia was the first emperor, or empress, of Tamriel. The Nords helped to overthrow the Aelids, so for us Cyrodiils and Nords, slavery is an institution we vehemently oppose with all our strength. I know the Dunmer still practiced it in the Third Era, but their king eventually abolished it, making it the last place to have slavery anywhere on Tamriel. However, one must watch the Eldmeri Dominion. Openly, I don't think they would practice slavery, but I think the reason for that is because they would lose any sense of moral high ground and would make everyone see them in a very bad light. The only reason they would care about such a thing is because they haven't won the war against man yet. But if they were to conquer every province and had no fear of an uprising, I am sure they would resort to slavery again, since they see those who aren't of their kind as lesser beings. They are the worst kinds of people, these Thalmor. Nothing is beneath them, if you ask me. This is why we cannot lose in the next war, which I am sure is coming soon. That, and the Empire needs to end the Skyrim Civil War as fast as possible, so we can work towards facing our real enemy, the Thalmor, and their Eldmeri Empire. Well, I think I found it. At the Waking Skeever in Solitude, I found a lead on a ship said to have traveled to Blackbone Isle. Apparently, the last person to visit the island died in Castle Dower Dungeon. I found his corpse and the map he hid under a loose brick. I'll need a boat to travel to the location. Perhaps I can find a spare at the wreck near Orphan's Tier. Well, we found it. Just me and my wife on this one. Somebody's there. These supposed to be pirates. Means there's some fighting ahead. Now that ship is done.
Wow.
Torn
I still
in half.
can't imagine that we set foot in a snow elf enclave. Who's there?
Who are you, pirates?
It's not.
Or are they just bandits? Heck. Don't really stand a chance against me. I'm not going to complain when the fighting is easy. Glowing pearl.
Food.
Wow, this is a
Just
working
can't
ship.
stop thinking about food. Decadent sweet rolls, pies, pheasant roasts.
There's some Norden mead if you want some. For the taking. Ugh. Spiky grass, nernroot, barnacles. Don't usually get too many of those. Well, is that it? What's on the main ship? Notice they're all women, actually. Oh no, that Argonian was a man. It's like I had a Nord drink fest going on. With bottles littering the inside of the tent.
So, what's inside?
Just some gold. The gold that is ours is a note here. Celeste note. Blackwater blade. There it is. The crew always asks me, how can we be pirates if we ain't got no ship? And I tell them, we're Blackwater brigands. We don't need no stinking ship. We can rob folks on land. You're just bandits, and they ask me, but don't that make us bandits? And I tell them, good point. Maybe we should find us a ship. I heard there's a grand old sea cow over at Blackbone Isle. Might even have more loot than the Golden Galleon, the one the old Imperial used to tell stories about when I first joined up. From what I hear, the isle ain't too far from here. We could probably steal a boat from the wrecks up north. The problem is, no one's been to the isle in ages, and we ain't got a map. So the crew asks me, how are we going to find Blackbone Isle if we don't know where it is? And I tell them, shut up, I'm working on it. Sounds like a Nord plan. What were you? If the name is Celeste, sounds Breton to me, but never know, could be a Nord. Usually you can just tell by the height.
You picked a bad time to get lost, then.
Where'd you come from? Glowing pearl. Oh yes, that reminds me, I looted this. Where is it? It's not Dragon's Whisper. I don't think I disenchanted it already. Huh. I picked up a weapon. Maybe I put it in my horse.
I wonder what happened here.
Where are you,
This
princess?
looks terrible.
I don't know how the ship ended up in a state like that. What's in the sack? So, I know Dragon Bane. That's not what I was thinking. The sort of jiggle egg? I may have sold it then. I don't think you're holding it.
So, where are we off to now?
Let's see if I can't find it. If I sold it, it will be just inside Solitude somewhere. It was a enchantment of absorb health. I may have disenchanted it, I forget. I'm so busy lately. Well, I mean, you could sleep in here. That's about it. Excuse me. Potent poison, I might as well take that. Oh, there's stairs going down. I'm a Nord. I can do this. Oh, this is so cold. Okay, enough of that. Oh, by the gods. I may be a Nord, but I can't deny reality. If it's too cold for me, it's too cold for me. There's no point in suffering and dying to it. Oh. Come on, warm me up.
Careful here. Some more dangers may be lurking within this shipwreck, and perhaps the waters below.
Well, there was that Khajiit that just appeared out of nowhere. I don't know how that even happened. Right, so this boat is to take us... Well, we have the map. Let's do it then. Well, we took the boat to Blackbone Isle. There's another beach ship over there. Well, I mean, we were over there. This area. And it's just cold. Wintertide's an end. It's springtide now. Just another rock jutting out of the Sea of Ghosts is what all this appeared to be. Right, well, we came here for a reason. I don't know, we're halfway towards that tomorrow. Necromancers. Maybe. At least I'm not freezing cold. It's cold, but not that cold. There better be some treasure at the end of this. Though, most of it's curiosity that has brought me here.
I still can't believe you built all this.
Huh? Okay, I didn't mean to whistle. Oh, we've got some skeletons. You know what? These are a lot of fun to pick off. Practice. That's all that's going to be here. Some skeletons. So it'll be really easy. Not that I was an adventurer down in Cyrodiil, but I was told by the adventurers I did meet that skeletons down there are a lot tougher than they are here in Skyrim. They're pushovers here. Just look at one harsh and it falls apart. Do some fishing. More skeletons. I mean, I'm using Daedric arrows. I don't know if it's a waste or not. But it's somewhat fun. It was more fun when I wasn't as good as I am. You can use the weakest arrows on these things. Well, this is it. Silver. The ship was set up to have a bit of a feast on it. Tables laid out. Maybe they just did that because they were stuck. How did the ship get inside this cavern anyway? They said, okay, let's make the best of it. This is now the eating area. Entire deck. Oh. Well, there's an opening ahead. There's some eagles above us. That could be where the captain's cabin is. Strongbox. I have a feeling we're not going to be here for very long. Ooh, gold diamond ring. The best... excuse me, the best ring. A flute. Okay. know what to expect in the captain's room. But this may just be going into the main hold of the ship. It may not just be the captain's room. Captain's cabin, quarters, whatever.
What is it? I certainly would not like our cover to be blown.
I don't think there's any problem with that. There's nothing in here. Drum, flute, scimitar, curved swords. Okay, it does go down stairs there. On both sides. I have a bit of a strange feeling from this place. I will take any salt. I think the living have long vanished from this place. Oh, you recognize that someone is there, do you? Looks like the priest's room. RK, hear me. Please heal any diseases I may carry, and help me along the path of being the Dragonborn. I need to take a soul gem. Black soul. The doors of the spirit, huh? Well, every good ship should have a little room for the gods, right? To pray. Oh. Beds still seem okay.
Who's there? Sneaking past me? A grave mistake.
Oh.
There they
I
are.
hear another one. Oh, target practice inside of your ship. I'd be afraid that I would break through the wall, puncture a hole in the side of the ship, and start springing a leak. I am not a sailor, though. That kind of life is not for this Nord.
Good night.
Yeah, what is that sound? Zoom. Zoom. It's like a thrumming. Actually, this is a lot larger inside than I thought it would be. Well, I'm not afraid of anything that's here. Those days of being afraid of everything that you can encounter. I mean, I would if I had to fight Alduin. I would not be looking forward to that fight. Tragedy in Black. A folktale from the time of the Oblivion Crisis. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't have that. Let me see. Maybe I did disenchant it already, if I did. No, yeah, here it is. Absorb health. I disenchanted it already. Okay. Well. Good for me. Petty soul. I don't really care. Petty soul is so petty. It's not worth taking. Why is there a human heart there? Did be. Look at all these things. I'm not really interested in... Whew. This the cabin's, captain's cabin. I'd laugh if I found the book that I'm looking for. Common soul gem. Well, the strongbox is empty, but the common soul gem I'll take. History of the Empire. Well, if I want to read about Baron Zaya or the history of Empire, this is the place to be. I have multiple copies of the same bloody books. Wait, what? I swear I just saw what I'm looking for. No way. Oh, no, it is. Wolf Queen, Volume 4, 5, And for some reason you have 2 copies of Volume 5. Now why would you have that? Ugh. What on here, huh? Stuck in here? Maybe they starved? No, there's a cave exit, but maybe they couldn't leave the island and there's not enough food here. Pirates, I can't imagine are any better than bandits, though I've never gone after pirates in my time before. Which means they're stupid. How does one get down there? Excuse me. Here. Wow. They certainly were fond of the drink. Everywhere I go, there's empty bottles of something. Poison. Is that what they served here? Maybe in the end, it was better than just starving slowly to death. Uncommon taste. Isn't that the vampire book? Some flute. Well, I mean, I'm getting a little hungry, so some blackbriar mead, boiled cream treat. Just a snack. I still get to eat, unlike the dead here. Empty wine bottle. I've noticed a pattern here. All the bottles are empty. Well, it's a pirate ship. Guess it needed a brig. That's what they call it. Forebear's note. Huh? Naha mi dogo ragada loni try. Don't know what this language is. The crowns are fond of this saying. The forebears should know their place. They look upon us like commoners, the chaff from which the wheat is pruned. Oh, this is Redguard stuff. From Hammerfell. I would remind you, Na Totambu, that our place is not for you to decide. That would make sense with the curved swords, actually, now that I think of it. For we are the warrior wave of Ra Gada, the first men. It is our sweat that salts the earth. It is our tears from which the rain falls. It is our blood that beats in the heart of Hammerfell. The throne of kings is one built upon our shoulders. It is by our grace and our mercy that the crowns are allowed to sit. We know our place. Do not forget yours. Not actually sure what that will do for me, but well, I thought we'd be in and out quickly. I should have looked behind me. But the ship keeps going on and on. But I hear that something is here. Oop. Well, I'm sitting down on the bench, and all the gold is gone. Well, it could be worse if I was stuck here. At least I have my wife with me. But we would starve to death, I assume, just like the others. Wolf Queen, Volume 4. The 5th copy. What about something from Hammerfell, huh? How about a book in a language that I can't even read the title? At least it would be interesting. I think this is the captain's quarters. Ugh. There's a nice sword on the wall over there, not black. Definitely Redguard things. Boots? Interesting boots. Ah, pirate clothes. Gold. I'm not really interested in dressing like a pirate. I mean, what would I get from that? First off, it wouldn't be anywhere near as good as what I currently have. And second off, it's not the life I want to live. I'm not a pirate. Captain's journal. Well, at least I can read it. 28th of last seed, 3rd era, 39. Oh. Are you serious? This is really old then. This is back when the Empire was brand new. Tiber Septim was still alive, I think. So it's what, 500-600 years old? We set sail, I think about 600. We set sail on Dead Man's Dread in the summer to take advantage of the calmer winds, yet Kinnereth saw fit to throw us off course, and now we find ourselves stranded in a fog, with no sun or stars to guide us. The crew is blaming the young navigator, Kavir, for steering us into it. In truth, I only brought him on board because the old captain took ill, and we were desperately short on men. 4th of Hearthfire, 3rd era, 39. One of the crew, Asif, says he was once a priest of Arkay, and used to perform the rites. He believes the former captain was murdered. I'll keep this between him and I until I know more. 22nd, Hearthfire, 3rd era, 39. I've kept the date by marking the back of this journal, but there are times I forget, and in truth, I don't know whether it is the 22nd of Hearthfire or the 1st of the new year. But the cold is enough to tell us that winter is on its way. We'll need to find land soon, as the men are getting nervous. There's been 3 fights over rations in the past week. Worse yet, I'm starting to lose my head. There are times I look west and see the golden sands of Stras Mackay on the curve of the horizon. I have to force myself to look away, knowing there's nothing there. 2nd Frostfall, 3rd era, 39. We've finally managed to find land in this barren frost. The men are joyous. Based on the markings inside the grotto, it looks like we've reached Blackbone Isle. An old pirate den of all things. Many of us were corsairs before we pledged ourselves to the crown, so perhaps coming here was more than luck. Either way, we can't be far from the mainland now. We'll head south for Skyrim in the morning. 3rd of Frostfell, 3rd era, 39. We are a crew of dead men, and the ship is our tomb. The entrance collapsed in the middle of the night, sealing us inside. Still, we might have found a way back to shore had the forebearer among us, Kavir, not sabotaged the skiffs. You sabotaged the small boats? It's my crime as much as his, for I'm the one who brought him aboard. For his part, the forebearer made no attempt to resist or escape. In fact, he readily admitted to the deed, as well as the death of our former captain. He wanted us to know exactly who it was that he served, so that every crown would know that nowhere in Tamriel was safe. We put him in the brig, and left him to rot. That's who it was. Some of the men wanted a more creative punishment, but the reality is there's no worse fate than the one he doomed us to. 5th of Frostfall, 3rd era, 39. The situation is dire. The food stocks are depleted and half the men are crippled with fever. The crew have no delusions about what comes next, but we can still die with purpose. Before the old captain died, he told me that the saber on his wall belonged to Cyrus himself. Isn't that old pirate? A long time ago. And that it was worth more than 1,000 ships full of plunder. I never asked him how he knew Cyrus, or how he came upon his sword. But I know protecting the hero's legacy was important to him, and now that honor falls to us. I gave each man a choice. Some opted for the drink, others chose a more dramatic exit, as the poison, huh? As we depart, we will pray to Arkay to bind our souls to the ship, just as Prince Ator was bound to a gem so many years ago. We will protect the relics of Cyrus and honor the crown. We will do in death what we could not do in life. Well, they're not really protecting this place. It's sort of like I'm a bandit, plundering. There's a safe that's empty. This is worth a lot of gold, huh? I don't know if many people will know what it is 600 years later, but I'll tell them it's Cyrus's blade. I still hear that sound. But the only thing I've been able to pick up was salt, actually. Maybe I can sell it. Let's get out of here. Whoa. What is that?
Who's there?
Maybe I spoke too soon.
It is then.
Ah, maybe that's what I've heard. Thrum of the dead. Skeletons are what? I don't know. This is the real protectors of the ship. And they're probably not happy that I picked up Cyrus's blade. Let's get out of here, my love. I don't need to stay here. If I can remember how we got in.
Death comes for you now.
Gorgeous as always, my love.
Okay, I know where we are now. Let's see if there's anyone else on the deck that can oppose us, or will oppose us. You ghosts have been here 600 years. I think it's time that you went and did something else. Did you really bring back a skeleton? Or you brought back a Wrathman.
These are some tough ones. Keep it hard.
That's it. This might have been the captain. Poor ghosts. Well, put them out of their final misery. There's no reason for them to be here anymore. I have the sword. Also destroyed all the undead here. So, pretty sure there's no reason to remain for the ghosts. I suppose that, in a way, they're fortunate the entire thing didn't come down. Would have been less interesting. All we would have showed up to is some island with a collapsed roof. Maybe a little bit of a cave. So that's it then, huh? Well, there's a shipwreck over there. Whatever. I'm not interested. Let's just get back. Back to the Skyrim that I know. At this point, I'm just marking things off my list. Travel to Widow's Watch Ruins. Why? What is even there? I've written nothing about it in my journal. Well, whatever it is, it's an unknown, like that pirate thing. Just an old fort? Is that I think I see bandits, maybe. I have to get closer to get a good look. Oh wait, these are Imperials.
Damn rebels.
Do I have the right place? No, I don't. Yeah, we've been here, Fort Ragstad. Widow's Watch Ruins, so it's to the east of here. Well, I wasn't looking forward to going to a bandit hideout and clearing out who knows how many bandits. That's the kind of work that I want all my companions with me to do, something like that. Just tedious, lots of fighting. Alright, so this it's not an old fort, it's a ruin of some kind. Like I haven't come across about 50 of these since coming to Skyrim. But this one is completely unknown, whatever's here. Dead troll. Oh, that's not the way up. The stairs are, though. A fox? Is this your home? You claimed it all by yourself. This looks like Drugger. There's a Drugger right here. Drugger stuff. It's Nord, but so distant that it might as well be another culture, another province. Alright, don't mind eating something. How about some Horker stew? And Nord meat. Oh, there's somebody there. There's also stones. Oh, I don't know what he is. Best to be careful. Why do I hear like a whole company of horses? A horse stone. Hey, who are you?
Champions coming 3 days ago. Do not let me stand in your way.
Who?
Pray to the stars that remind you swift to the burden's light. But remember, this deed's blessing will only grant those attributes to the body. Farewell.
Right, you're mumbling. What did you say?
Calm spirit provides the most counsel.
I can barely hear you. Especially with the horses going on loud. Where'd you hail? From where do you hail?
I was born in Skyrim, my boy, near the southern borders.
Yeah, you seem Imperial. The area around Skingred has seen a lot of battles.
You speak the truth. All my life I've been surrounded by death.
How do you cope with that?
When I was young, my father told me to kill a man is an easy thing. And during those times it came easy for most. But to heal a man, that was difficult. And that was something all good men should strive for. Sadly, I did not discover the truth of his words until I was stricken by tragedy. So to the stalls of youth, do not heed such advice. Rather, we allow our mistakes to confront his wisdom.
You must have lost someone dear to you.
My wife. We had married just before the war began. After the Empire had lost the southern provinces to the Thelm. Everyone knew the war would come north eventually. I picked up a blade. She opted to forge one. I never thought I would be the one to warn her. But don't feel sorry for me, my boy. It happened over 30 years ago. While time has passed since her death, and she spent among the living.
Oh, I see. What happened to your wife?
My apologies. It's not a story I wish to share this time.
I see. Well, you tell me, what are your thoughts on remarrying?
I've always been a bit of a romantic, and that is why I'm conflicted. Part of me believes that true love comes once in a lifetime. There's another part of me, however, that believes love is more than childish fancy. That real love is built over time, and time spent together.
I think it's
Nor was
both.
my first love. And in truth, it was a love that had yet to reach full bloom.
Why do you think that is?
We were married so quickly, as wisdom was way. And as a young and compulsive man, I was in no mood to disagree. Sometimes, I wonder if it's the manner in which we departed that is the cause of my attachment, not the time we spent together. When I try to recall those memories, those days when we were happy, it all seems to blend together like a forgotten dream.
What brings you to Skyrim?
It was war, my boy. Wherever there are wounded, I will be. I journeyed to the various military camps across Skyrim to offer my assistance. Lord Us and Sundas, however, you can find me at the Temple of Kinnereth. I offer what I have learned in my travels to the Temple Rulers, so that they may spread the knowledge to others. They say a restoration mage can save more lives by teaching the principles of his craft, rather than practicing them. I aim to do both.
Alright, well, best of luck to you, Cyrodiil. Well, you said that the Nord way, that's what the Nord would save. I don't think I want to, Fine. Activate the Steed Stone. This isn't why I came here, though. This isn't... That would be weird if that was on my map. How about the gods? So I passed right by it. I'm over at the Steed Stone. Where is this Widow's Watch ruins?
I'm sorry.
I don't even want to get into that. Where is it? Can I see it from here?
Never saw anything like this back on the island.
Well, it looks like
I'm
it's
so glad
down
I left
below.
that place.
I don't know what... I want to get away from this bloody stone.
A calm spirit provides the best counsel.
No, that's true. When your head is clear, not full of anger, rage, worry, concern, that's the best time to think. Hence, the best counsel. I wonder if it's not closer to the shore down below. Or if it is in there. I mean, I came up here for this. This giant wall of rock is blocking. Careful. Back at the Imperial Fort. Oh, there's got to be a way to get there. Without dying. That looks like a way to go if you want to die. Well, it looks like it's up here, but it can't be. It's like in the rocks. No, it's showing that it's this way, so that means it's down. Hello.
Yes?
It's still down there. I wonder if it's inside the mountain itself.
You think Tiber's scepter will fall?
I don't know how to get down without going all the way back the way we came. Alright, I guess we have to do it. Well, this seems like whale bones. Quite the whale. Doesn't look like a dragon to me. I've been traveling a lot. I have to get through about a dozen storm cloaks just to get down here to the beach. Are we anywhere near it? I think I took a wrong turn. Would have come down earlier. Or sooner, I should say. Took the long way. That's that ship that we were just at. The bandits there. Thought they were pirates. Well, if I can't make it through here, from down here, then I just have no idea how to even get to it. I think I'm close. My map shows it's like ruins or something. Huh. It's like a tower that fell over. Maybe it collapsed when Winterhold fell down. Oh, there's something. Not much of a thing. I don't know if I'd want to stay here. If I was some bandit or somebody that just went off to live on their own. Oy. Could keep on collapsing. Oh, there is... Oh. Yeah, there's a chest here. If I can open it. Huh.
This place makes me feel a little uneasy.
Yeah.
Let's not stick around here for too long.
Well, why did I write to come here? Hey, can't reach it. Ah, don't want to fall down either. So that's it then. There's something below here? Oh, what is this? It does go below. Weird. Huh. There's a trap door. This place is, who knows, could collapse while we're even here. Or it could collapse a century from now. Who knows? It is not a very stable place. I don't like it. Oh. Well, I mean, beneath is not so bad. Just the tower above. So, who are these people? Be ready. I don't know if I trust this. But at least it's Talos that they're worshipping. They're not cultists. They don't look like... Wait, the one right there could be a Stormcloak.
They say when Talos is removed, the dragon will be unbound. Gone will be the world of mortals, and the curse of linear time. Thousands of worlds will spill across the ether, vast and weightless. All that ever is and all that never was, brought to a state of infinite harmony. But there are others. Softer voices, tiny little murmurs you have to strain just to hear them. And they will ask you, what is the price of this pursuit? That is the voice I beg you to hear. For when we gain our divinity, we lose ourselves.
You're asking me this philosophical question. A newcomer who just strode in. Well, she's pretty attractive Ultimer, but I don't know what this all is. I think one of the women here is Stormcloak. The others, they don't look like anything I recognize. What? We lose our sense of self. Is this... You know what? If the voice you speak of is mankind, then yes, we must protect it.
Then I welcome you as a friend, traveler. As do all who pray to this shrine.
That's too bad.
So you aid in the worship of Talos?
Yes. I have made it my mission to shepherd pilgrims here, so that they may pray to Talos and give him strength.
Isn't it odd for a high elf to be leading these pilgrims?
Perhaps. But I have never felt bound by my ancestry to act a certain way or pray to a particular god. I've only done what I felt is right.
You know what? That's good. Means you're a person that I could be friends with. Can removing Talos worship really stop linear time?
That is the belief. When you see Talos standing over the serpent, his body uncoiled, that is time turned linear. To take him away would allow Lorcan to swim freely.
I see. How do you know so much about the Thalmor?
My father was an agent for the Dominion, but his motives were to save man, not condemn him. When the justiciars discovered this, he was outed and tried as a traitor. But before he died, he passed everything he knew to me and my brother, so that we could carry on the fight.
Is there anything I can do to help?
As a matter of fact, there is. Like many of the pilgrims here, it's likely that one of our letters guided you to this shrine. And to ensure the word of Talos is spread, for every letter that is taken, we ask that you leave 2 in return.
Hmm? Where do you want me to leave these letters?
We received word that a number of Thalmor envoys have been patrolling the streets of Markarth. We need to provide the people with a safe place to worship. Thus, I'd like you to place 1 letter at the Talos shrine, and 1 with the innkeeper.
I see. I would be honored to do this task.
Bless you, traveler. Our strength, and that of Talos, would falter without the aid of people like yourself. What you do at great risk, and I want you to know how much I appreciate it. Thank you.
Lady Arwen, I want to thank you so much for what you did for my son. I never thought that Thalmor would go to such lengths.
There is no need to thank me. I only did my duty as a mortal.
Yes?
Rest assured, he will be safe in Cyrodiil.
Thank you, my lady.
Need something?
Well, all I could say is that you are a rare
Well, we
one.
must do our best to bring honor to Talos.
If-
It is important that you remain discreet.
If you are, as you say, for all I know, she's leading people here, and the justiciars take them when they leave. But I cannot see that happening. I mean, there's stormcloaks here. Not that I like the stormcloaks, but
Need something?
hey,
Staying safe, I hope.
yeah, there's stormcloaks here. Right, well, I guess we can help them out. This is what's worshipping Talos in the open has come to. Awful. But if there were more Altmer like her,
Hag ravens.
place would be.
I definitely would not want to be in one of their experiments.
This would be a much better world. So she wants us to go to Markarth. I mean, this is in Imperial controlled hold, and Markarth is too. Deliver the letters to Why would I deliver to the Thalmor? So travel to Markarth, place a letter at the Shrine of Talos, the one that's basically abandoned. Pay the innkeeper to distribute Erwin's letters. Right, well. She's on a good course, so I won't say anything bad about her.
Wow. You really gotta hand it to the divines. Nern truly is beautiful. Miles better
The
than
divines
Cold
made you
Weather,
beautiful.
that's for sure.
You are divine. So we're at Markarth. We traveled all night. No sleep. Well, maybe a good hour's sleep on the carriage ride over here from Solitude. Must have been, oh, by the gods, at least a dozen bandits that we fought at once. Ridiculous. The battle just kept on going on and on. Now, in a case like that, that's when I would want my companions to help. Just a whole line of them. Blocking the entire road. I'm tired. Alright, so we're Markarth. There's a couple different things to do here. One will be to go into the inn and give the letter. I don't know how the Jarl will feel about this,
warm food, warm
but I
drinks,
don't
and
really
warm
care.
beds.
Don't care what the Jarl thinks. Well, place a letter at the Shrine of Talos, yes. Pay the innkeeper to distribute Erwin's letter.
I'd like a
Where
drink.
is
I
she?
am Linnea.
He.
course.
I have taken an interest in the art of
Thanks.
fishing lately.
Okay. Where are the... And it must be early. It is. We'll wait for them to come. Here's 100 gold. I need this distributed amongst the people, discreetly.
Of course. I understand completely. No worries at all.
I hope not.
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth. How are your chores?
I am Linnea. I have taken an interest in the art of fishing.
Something's wrong with that girl. Okay, so I've got to go to the old Temple to Markarth. The old Talos Markarth Temple. And then I have that Horker stew to make. Something about meeting someone. A cook. We should clean that body out of there.
Another quiet day, I hope.
I hope so too. I don't know how to get to the temple, Talos. Case. Really? How do I even get to the temple? It's been a while since I've been there. That's when I was arrested and thrown into the prison. It's here, is it not? Maybe it's right here? I think this is it. Hopefully there won't be guards in there that will arrest me. Yeah, last time I came here, things didn't go very well for the next few days. Ah, and the blood's still staining here. Place a letter at the Shrine of Talos. If you seek to fill the void, then go to Widow's Watch, where we mourn the death of the Divine. Talos. Hear me. Right. Now we've got to go find some cook for that Horker stew. Just for that red guard who spends all his time in Riverwood. I wonder why he's there, actually. I don't even remember. Gore, his name is? Well, it's this way ahead somewhere. Oops. We'll find this cook. Let's see. I guess I have to go back to Arlwen. However you say her name. Elvish name. Arlwen. Meet with the cook in Markarth. We slew the legendary Horker Tusky and retrieved the well-marbled meat. However, it still needs to be cooked. Callan knows of a chef in Markarth crazy enough to heed our request. Oddly, after putting out over 100 episodes of Skyrim, I was hit with 2 claims by this certain company for the theme song of Skyrim, Dragonborn, the song that I play at the beginning of every episode. So, while I was very sick, I thankfully had the complete help of Grok, who basically did 99% of the work for me, and I was able to fill out a lengthy dispute, to which was actually a reaction to their rejection of my counterclaim. They have no leg to stand on, since they do not own Bethesda or any of its assets, so this is fraud. But if they wanted YouTube to take a look at them for the fraud they are committing, then the only logical course for them was to not contest my final dispute. Today they released a claim, and that was when I did the same thing to the other video that they claimed. This used to be a really common thing on YouTube, not so much anymore, but now and then something like this pops up. Thankfully, despite it taking a long time to get through, it's done for at least the first one, and I hope to never hear from them again after this. Thanks for watching. Take care.